Hey guys, welcome to this fertility yoga class that I've designed for you to practice just before you go to bed. So this particular class is designed for the 2-week wait, after you've ovulated and when you're waiting to see if this cycle has been successful or not. This time can be quite stressful. You might be feeling anxious about all the symptoms going on in your body. So this class is really going to help you to sleep better, come down from the overwhelm, as well as being perfectly safe to practice when you're trying to conceive and if you happen to be pregnant, which of course we're hoping you are at this stage. This particular class is a part of my Good Night Fertility series. So if you're interested in the other 3 classes in the cycle, because remember, fertility yoga is most effective when we practice in alignment with our cycle energies, and they change for us as women throughout the month. So if you want those other 3 classes, I'll leave the links below. You can either access them and all my other classes in my online yoga circle, which is my membership, or you can simply purchase this series as an individual download. And finally, before we get into this class, if you've never practiced fertility yoga before, I do have a free guide. I'll leave the link below so that you can practice this class and come back afterwards to download that one. Let's get into it. All right, we're going to start our class today in Malasana. So you notice I'm sitting up on a bolster. This is just because my hips are more comfortable sitting on something rather than being in this pose without any props. So you can use a bolster if you have one. You can use a block or a cushion under the bottom. I just find it's more comfortable and it allows me to really allow my belly to be soft, which is what we really want to do in this fertility yoga series, is focus on softening in that belly area, releasing any tension that we might be holding there. So if a prop helps you to make that belly nice and soft, I really recommend you get one as well. I just want you to bring the hands to heart and I want you to lengthen the spine. So you'll press down into the sit bones, open the heart, lift the crown of the head tall, and start taking some deep breaths into that low belly. And then I just want you to gently release the hands to the knees and then just rock the legs from side to side. So feel free to move in any way that feels good for you. You might feel that they're really tight in here and maybe you just want to keep it really gentle and small with the movement. But if it does feel good, just get a little bit of blood flowing. So you'll notice in this particular class, there is no compression on the belly at all during the 2-week wait. We don't want to compress the belly at any stage, which is in alignment with practicing pregnancy yoga because we want to assume at this stage that you might be pregnant. Then just take the knees out to the side, bring the feet in and just gently press the knees away. So really stretching in through the inner thigh here. Take a big breath into the belly, into the heart, roll the shoulders back and down, releasing any tension that you might be feeling there. And given this is a bedtime routine, it would be great if you had the lights turned down, if you were in comfortable clothes, maybe in your pajamas even. You could do this on the bed as well. Really using this as a wind down practice to move you into sleep in a nice, calm and content way. All right, release the feet and just find a comfortable seat, however works for you. We're going to do a few circles of joy. So I want you to find a way that you can sit up nice and tall. So again, might still be up on that bolster. Throw the shoulders back and down a couple of times. Our circle of joy starts with the hands at the heart. So bring the hands to the center of the chest. Draw the shoulder blades back towards you. We interlace the fingers. Inhale, lift the elbows. Exhale, press the hands away. Look down towards the belly button. Inhale, rise the hands to the sky. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind the back and draw them down towards the sit bones, opening up through the chest. If it feels okay for you, shift the gaze towards the ceiling. And then exhale, bring the hands back to heart. Inhale, lift the elbows. Exhale, press the hands away. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, open through the heart. Shift the gaze to the sky if it feels good for the neck. One more round, hands to heart. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to sky. And exhale. Interlace the fingers, draw them down, open through the chest. And settle the hands back at the heart. Just take a full deep breath into the belly here. And allow yourself to really arrive in this practice. So get out of that state of questioning whether you'll just go to bed and do it tomorrow or whether this is the right practice for you. Just allow yourself to arrive here and now and trust that this is exactly where you're meant to be. We're going to take the legs out wide now. So take both feet out wide. So again, still sitting up on that block can feel really good for the hamstrings, especially if they're quite tight. And I just want you to press the legs down so the muscles of the thighs engage and draw the toes back towards you, sitting nice and tall, rolling the shoulders back and down. Either bringing the hands to heart if that feels right for you today, or bringing them over the belly, over that womb space. Just breathing into the belly, lengthening out the exhale. So just gently stretching into the legs here, helping all the circulation flow as it should in this space. And also using that breath to really calm us down. Really come back to a centered place here in the body. When we're rushing about throughout our entire day, whether we're going through fertility processes like IVF or even just being really busy at work and trying to conceive on top of that, which can consume you, there often tends to be not much time in the day just to sit. And that's why yoga and meditation can be so beneficial at this time, because it's really just encouraging you to find that space in your day just to be on your own, trusting in the process, trusting in where you are in your life, and really just taking a breath and going, I'm okay, because you're okay. And as you sit here, just allow any emotions to come up that need to. So if there's frustration, if there's anger, sadness, disappointment, just allowing yourself to experience any sensations that come up. Start moving away from feeling like you need to shove them back down and just be present for them. Notice where you feel them in the body. Keep that breath flowing. The breath is going to help to move them through you. And then I want you to leave one hand on the belly. Inhale the other arm out, all the way up. And we're going to start to lean over to one side. And then inhale up, reach the hand around to the opposite hip, almost like you're looking over that top shoulder. And then inhale, bring the hand back to the belly. Roll the shoulders, sitting up tall once more. Inhale the opposite side. Exhale it over. Let the shoulders be soft, let the face be soft. Inhale, find that opposite hip. Lifting that top shoulder, maybe even gazing over it. And then inhale, bring the hand back to the belly. Roll those shoulders back and down once more. As you inhale, I want you to bring the feet towards each other, but keep them out away from the body so they're not too close to you. Again, you can stay up on the bolster if it feels good, or you can come down to the floor, which is what I'm going to do now. And I want you to inhale, sit nice and tall, and then exhale. Imagine as if the chest was moving towards the feet. So you should feel it in the hips, in a thigh here. If your knees are really quite high, you might prefer to stay tall and just gently press them down. But if it feels good to do so, I really want you to soften in here. So let the head and neck really just hang. The entire body gets nice and heavy. Elbows gently pressing into the inside of the knees. And most importantly, let that belly be completely soft. So I like to use affirmations in my fertility yoga classes. I really think it helps to get in the right mindset. So if this affirmation resonates with you, you might like to repeat it, or if you have one of your own, this is a good time just to start incorporating some words into your practice as I give you a little bit more stillness and space in these poses. I am happy and healthy, and I trust that my baby is coming. I am happy and healthy, and I trust that my baby is coming. I am happy and healthy, and I trust that my baby is coming. And then slowly come up once more to have a seat. We're going to find a forward fold, but I want you to use the bolster to really make it a comfortable forward fold for yourself. So if you need to, you could get lots of cushions and pile them up so you can really fold forward, because if your hamstrings are tight, being in this position might actually be quite strenuous for you, or at least straining for those hamstrings. So for me personally, I'm fairly flexible, so I can quite comfortably rest with just one bolster. And I just want you to soften the upper body down so there's no tension through the upper body. And we're just going to stay here for a few minutes. And the challenge with stillness when you're in this space, when you're in the 2-week wait, is that those anxious thoughts can take over. So you might find yourself thinking about maybe doing a test, or you might find yourself thinking about symptoms in the body. I really want to encourage you in this space to try and let those trains of thought go. Let those thoughts move away. And instead, either bring the thoughts back to the breath or just being present in the body. So noticing the sensations in the legs as you fold over. Letting the belly be really soft, breathing into that space. So again, noticing any sensations in the body, any emotions. Even noticing any thoughts that are persistently wanting to come back. So perhaps thoughts about whether you are pregnant or not. Or noticing whether the belly is rounder. Notice these thoughts as they come in, but see if you can use the breath, use the exhale to let them drift away. And then slowly coming on up to have a seat. Once again, rolling the shoulders back and down, finding that length through the spine. So I want you to bring the legs and cross them in any sort of comfortable seat. Fingertips behind you, so fingers pointing towards the bottom. Just press into the hands to open up through the heart. So we've done a lot of rounding in this position the last couple of minutes. Now I just want you to open it back up. Breathe into the belly, breathe into the heart. And then slowly come back up to sit. You're going to finish with the hand on the heart and a hand on the belly. And the reason I want us to bring ourselves to this place to finish is just to tap back into the loving feelings that you feel towards your baby, and I want you to send them towards yourself. So as you imagine your baby, I want you to allow the body to feel that deep longing, that deep love that you have for them. And I want you to send it to the womb space. So send it to the belly, your creative center. And I also want you to notice this feeling in your heart and allow it to spread. So allow it to spread across the chest, down the arms. Perhaps you feel it like a warm, tingling sensation. Allow it to spread down to the belly, down the legs, to the feet, but also up across the shoulders, down the back, up the neck to the crown of the head, until the entire body is feeling this sensation of love and excitement. And I want you to try and come back to this place whenever you feel anxious or overwhelmed. Let this 2 weeks be a really exciting time, and it should be exciting. And yes, that little voice of doubt might creep in at times, might make you wonder, is this it or isn't? And make you worry about how you'll feel if it's not. But either way, if it's not, you'll feel bad. So I really want you to give yourself this time in the meantime of feeling the love, feeling the excitement. Let that feeling flood your body instead of anxiety. Let's bring the hands back to heart to finish. Bow the head down. We honor ourselves for showing up for this practice. We honor each other. This amazing ability to connect through screens across oceans, all over the world. It's truly an honor to be able to share these practices with you, to share this journey with you. Namaste. Thank you again for sharing this practice with me. It truly is an honor. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. If you want to reach out, I'm always here via email as well. Like I said, if you want to practice the other 3 yoga classes in this series, so they're going to help to maximize your fertility throughout the rest of your cycle as well, but also, of course, come down from that overwhelm and that anxiety and get ready for sleep, make sure you go and check out the links below, and I hope to practice with you soon.